In today's video, I'm taking this old bedside table that we've had for years and this very messy desk and turning it into a perfect Pokemon corner in my office. As well as that, at the end of the video, I will give a updated look at my binders and my collection so you can see how that's getting on too. First thing I wanted to do was to empty our build and battle boxes and to get together all the different TCG game cards that we have and all the different decks that we have. As you can see, this made my desk more messy than it did clearing up. I needed to declutter some cards. We weren't making that many decks, so I just went through everything to see what we had. I got rid of any duplicates and any that I didn't think we'd end up using for decks in the future. I then started a second box to keep our decks in, and in here as well I decided to put some of the bulk that I had and I'm going to get rid of soon. Here I just had some cards lying around. These are different language ones. I just wanted to sort them out into different piles. You'll see where some of these end up later on. I ended up with a pile of ones that I liked and a pile to be put away, as well as these sleeves that I liked. These are some of the cards I've picked up more recently at events and at my local shop. And again, you'll see where these end up later on in the video. These are some that I've already taken out of my binder or I've been using for other videos. I just need to make sure that I put them back. I'm taking all of my bulk ones that I no longer want or I have duplicates of already. I'm adding them to this box. This is going to be the box that I take with me when I've got cards to sell. So I ended up with two boxes, one full of the TCG game stuff and one full of bulk. And then I'm popping them in this empty drawer that I have here, ready for when I need them. Along with all the bits and pieces I need to play the game and some other Pokemon bits that I want to sell eventually, including some of these cards. Then I wanted to sort out the cards again that I picked up recently and make sure that they're in set order. So I store my cards in order of the sets that they come in. So here I am just sorting through the different sets. I'm putting them in piles all together. I want to use the build and battle deck boxes, like I said, and to put them in the right order. So I'm just working backwards from the most recent to the oldest. And once I'd done that, I ended up with 4 boxes filled with cards, but all now in set order, ready to go. So I started filling up the cabinet. I also had this Kallax square that we could use, so I emptied that out and added all of my bulk cards into there. Now that all of that is sorted and ready to go, I had to do a bit of updating of my binders. As you can see, my green one now contains all my proxies, so when I go to card shows or to shops, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I picked up this Golbat the other day at my local shop, so let's pop that in. Some more proxies. And then you'll see just cards that I like, and I keep these here because I can never quite remember what I have and what I don't have. So yeah, that's just a collection, and I'm going to add to that with some of the ones that you saw earlier on. I picked up this pack of My Little Pony cards recently. I quite like this one, looks like a zebra. I also got a pack of knockoff Pokemon cards, which actually I quite like these 3, so I'm going to put those in too. So from now on, this green binder is going to be the one I take with me to card shows. It's going to have in, the things I'm looking for to add to my set, collections, but also just things I like, including some sleeves with some pretty artwork as well. You'll see a mixture of cards in this, as well as just knockoffs, and Pokemon cards and My Little Pony. But starting with a couple of Pokemon non-Gen 1 ones that I picked up recently. I love these two Dedennes, and this angry one here as well. And the Toxel just makes me laugh. My Rondoudou, which is just Jigglypuff in French. A couple of my other non-English cards. A few more now, Gen 1 again, but a bit of a mix of different languages going in. And here we have some Lorcana that I picked up for a friend's binder, which you will see in my next video. I'll show you all through that, but these are just some I liked. And there was some more here. I love the Emperor's New Groove, so that had to go in. And a couple more sleeves as well that I quite like the artwork from. And there we go, that's what the end of my green binder now looks like, all up to date, with just stuff that I like. And now we go on to the blue binder. Here you'll see, this is where I've now put my Cubone collection. It now lives in here with spaces ready if I ever get to fill it up. Same with my Lickitung collection, a few more gaps in that one. The only other updated one in here is my Sunrise and Sunset binder, which I did a how-to video on. Going back to this Lickitung page, this is where now I would like to put the Pitch Black Generation 1 Pokemon in. So the first 151 from that set are going in here. That's what I've got so far. I don't know how many there are yet, it only released today. But we've got a few, so let's add them in, where I had some blank spaces. And then we move on to our Journey Together binder. Not masses of changes, but I've added a couple of things in here. I like this one of the Whale and Whale Lord together. My boy Cubone, he's got to be in there too. A sleepy Snorlax. Black Belt among the Black Belts. We've got Lily up in the top left corner here as well. And the artwork from the set. We've also picked up Enzoroark recently, the gold one. Now that looks like Iono's Belly Bolts, but it is actually in German. And we've got the Yanma there too. The red binder, you'll see a bit of a weird change. I am hoping to make this into a Pokédex binder, which I'll explain more. I haven't finished putting the numbers in, as you can see. So as you can see on the Cloud page, I've taken out all the proxies and put them in my green binder, so I've got those when I go to events or shops, so I know what I'm looking for. So it looks a bit blank at the moment. But there you have it. That's all of the updates that my binders have had so far. I've now got the perfect place to keep all my cards. I've got a good system for helping me keep all my cards organised. If you have a different way that you organise your cards, please let me know in the comments section down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more cozy Pokemon and possibly other TCG content coming soon. My next video, I'm actually working on a Lorcana binder, so if you like Lorcana, also hit subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel to keep growing, and thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and been watching so far. See you in the next one. Bye.